I always remember something when I retired myself. And there was a saying I always remember. As a footballer, leave the football before the football leaves you. The football's left them.
Cristiano Ronaldo is broken. Last night, myself and I'm sure many of you went through a wide range of emotions watching the Portugal v Slovenia game. I still now, 24 hours later, still don't really know where I sit with it. At first, I was rather excited of the possibility of a real upset. You never know, Portugal can be really odd. Slovenia, we've seen, is a very well-structured team that can keep teams out for a wide range of time, with of course one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. And as the game went on, we saw chance after chance, free kick after free kick, of many situations where Cristiano Ronaldo failed to capitalise, and not only him but many of the players for that Portugal team as well. And of course, Mazzola Designs, my own design company, all made by myself. Use code Ronaldo for 15% off all items, and enjoy the video. The main man, the hero, the protagonist in the story, and the protagonist for Portugal for 2 decades now, was front and center. When that penalty was given, I laughed because I knew it was coming. Just like how we knew Messi was going to get a penalty at some stage during the World Cup, you felt like it was going to come, and it did. And when Ronaldo's penalty was saved by Oblak, and I saw the response at half-time, Ronaldo looked broken. The tears came flooding. It wasn't for show. This was a breakdown of one of the greatest athletes, not just footballers, sportsmen of all time. And we were witnessing history. And it was at that moment where I changed, and I really wanted to see Ronaldo get that moment. Because, contrary to popular belief, just because you may prefer Messi more to Ronaldo by just who you think is about a footballer, it does not mean that you therefore hate Ronaldo. Like, that's a weird argument that you hear a ton of times. When I did my Messi v Ronaldo video, because I say Messi I think is the better footballer, therefore hate Ronaldo, and you don't like Ronaldo and you think that he's a bad footballer. No, that is stupid. If you're same age as me, I'm 25, somehow I feel old, or even if you're a bit older or you're a bit younger, we were all raised with Ronaldo, and we were all Ronaldo fans. I would say a good chunk of us were. I was. Growing up, of course, as an English kid, watching Ronaldo smash it at United, he was the man. Of course, I'm going to be a fan of him. It was at that moment that I didn't want it to end like this. No matter what your thoughts are on Ronaldo, if you think that he's too arrogant, if you think that he's too egotistical, if you think he's petulant or he's a narcissist or whatever you want to label Ronaldo as, and you know, he has an arrogance. Yeah, that's how he's so good in the first place for the most part. You kind of need a bit of that. And you may say, well, Messi doesn't, but I'm sure Messi does. We saw it during the World Cup, didn't we? That arrogance had come out, that competitive edge. He absolutely has it. He just shows it in a different way. Obviously. I remember seeing a clip during that half-time at extra time, and I believe it was of Ronaldo looking up to the stands, and from what I can only imagine was he saw his mother, and he appeared to break down even more into tears. And it really fucking hit me, because by no means am I a Ronaldo lover. I respect him massively. You know, I'm not like a Ronaldo fanboy. I wouldn't label me as a Messi fanboy. I'm just a football fan. But that really hit me, because I felt like if he got knocked out here and now, then this was it. Legacy ends here. Ronaldo ends here. He won't be at another World Cup or Euros. He may have another season or two in Saudi Arabia. He may go back to Portugal. We never know. But this is it. And that really fucking hit me. It really hit me that I'm getting old, man. I really don't like this. The cult of Cristiano Ronaldo is bigger than I think any sportsman in the world. You may say NBA, maybe the cult of LeBron James. I don't think so. Cristiano Ronaldo is the biggest sportsman in the world. Technically, he's the biggest celebrity in the world. You know, I mean, if you want to go by the stats, followers on Instagram and that kind of stuff, I don't really care much about Instagram, but statistically, who's the most followed person in the world? It's Ronaldo. Ronaldo is like a never-ending soap opera. That will never end. No matter how old he gets, this is the man who isn't just admired or respected or celebrated, but is adored by fans across the entire world. I think people truly underestimate the power of someone being seen as a role model, because he is more than anyone else. If Ronaldo left Al Nassr and decided, you know what, I want to go and play for Charlton Athletic, that Charlton Athletic would now be the biggest club in London. There will not be a single seat left unsat on in that stadium to the end of time. Don't forget, only a year and a half ago, there was the entire circus over the World Cup, his exit of the World Cup to Morocco, the Piers Morgan interview, the Manchester United drama, going to Saudi Arabia. It was absolutely bonkers. Going back to that Slovenia game, seeing him break down in the way that he did, the real struggle that he showcased, and which, by the way, he's not exactly rare. We've seen many footballers. I want to give a massive shout out here to a certain player on the Slovenian team, Ilicic, who of course has gone through many trials and tribulations in the last couple of years, suffering through depression as well, of, I believe, some personal disputes in his family life, I believe. He, of course, missed the penalty in the penalty shootout. And I kind of want to highlight him as well, because I really hope that he's doing okay. Because, I mean, I missed a penalty in, like, a YouTuber charity match. And I felt awful. And we still won. So, like, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm not comparing a charity match of, like, streamers and YouTubers to, like, the Euros. But I genuinely cannot imagine the absolute like feeling of like regret and the weight of an entire nation on you. So yeah, Jesus Christ, I don't think I can handle it. Ronaldo has cried on the pitch before, sometimes in joy, sometimes in sadness, but usually when a game is done and dusted, the game is still ongoing. He wasn't crying because he missed scoring a goal. He was crying because it resembled the tears of a hero facing his final curtain. For once, he looked vulnerable, fallible, human. And many would say, of course, he's always has been. But for the eyes of many, he isn't. He was a broken man. And one by one, the Portugal national team pieced him together. And he stepped up in that penalty shootout. First penalty. Which I remember there was a shootout not long ago that he was 5th choice and didn't get that opportunity to score because they were already lost it at that stage. He stepped up first and he went the other way. And despite Oblak going the same way again, perfectly in the bottom left corner. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. If Ronaldo missed that penalty, and if they got knocked out, that may have been one of the most destructive collapses of an icon in sporting history. And this sends me back to a quote that I remember from Jamie Carragher a month ago, speaking about Casemiro, saying, "Leave the football before the football leaves you." Ronaldo is, of course, too great for that. He's too proud for that. And even I believe that Ronaldo will somehow still keep playing until he's 45, 50. He'll keep playing until he scores 1,000 goals. I am completely adamant on that. He's going to keep playing until he scores 1,000 goals. Tell me, where do you stand with Ronaldo? Because simply put, even though I could say Messi, I think, the GOAT, sure, that doesn't mean I hate Ronaldo. It doesn't. And now they face France. And if they go out now, it would make a lot more sense. I'm great. I'm happy. I'm relieved that Ronaldo did not go out in the way that he did. that he could have, because I would hate that. I would. For someone that we've seen for 2 decades at top of the game. No one would have wanted that. And I absolutely wouldn't. So tell me down below your thoughts. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.